Coming up.
Shorthorns are inherently good at marbling. We're focusing on making them better. We're getting 95 to 100% choices and then, 30, 40% primes.
They're adaptable. They are exposed to a great deal of variability in terms of the environment.
More and more beef producers are choosing Shorthorn to build their herds. Next on The American Rancher. Welcome to The American Rancher. I'm Justin McKee. If you're looking to add to your herd this year, Shorthorn genetics should be at the top of your list. Whether you're looking for a maternal boost, exceptional carcass quality, added docility, or all the above, Shorthorns are research proven to elevate your cow herd's quality. Today, we meet some incredible operations dedicated to raising top-notch cattle built for the commercial cattleman. From North Dakota to Colorado, these ranches represent some of the best of this iconic breed. First, let's go to the northern plains of Katheryn, North Dakota, where the Jungels Shorthorn farm offers cattle that meet the high standards of today's cattle industry, and learn about their program's commitment to consistency and quality.
Jungels Shorthorn Farm was established in 1953 with the purchase of a registered Shorthorn heifer from then world-renowned Hammer Brothers at Hannaford, North Dakota. From there, the family started selecting Shorthorn bulls, bought their first bull up at the Manitoba test station, a bull by the name of Kenvale Baronet. And from there, the families had registered cattle, registered Shorthorns. I think there's something to be said for the cattle that come from here in that they're adaptable. I hear that from a lot of customers around the United States and as our genetics are utilized around the world. And I believe it's because they are exposed to a great deal of variability in terms of the environment. We don't do anything fancy. They are out on a half section or quarter sections and they've got windbreak and that's it. But they don't get to see a barn until they calve, and that's only if the weather dictates. Otherwise, they take care of themselves, and I'd like to think it's allowed us to be able to market those cattle across the United States to a wide range of individuals based on their ability to adapt to different environments. We're now calving over 350 head of primarily registered Shorthorn cows, handful of Shorthorn Pluses. We do have a small segment of our operation that, as Shorthorn Plus, is kind of a unique blend of Simmental, Red Angus, and Shorthorn. I think we're the only ones in the United States that are developing that composite, and that's something I'm really proud of, and really, we've had other breed cows on this place. They haven't lasted, Shorthorn has, and I feel very strongly about that.
I come to Jungels because of Derek. Derek is just a salt-of-the-earth type individual. We use his cattle for breeding. We like the genetics, we like the makeup, the structure, the bone, the muscle. They're extremely sound cattle.
We bought numerous bulls as well as bred heifers from the Jungels program. I've used quite a bit of semen off of Derek's bulls, and just works really well in our environment and on the breeding on our cattle. He does it right. He does it in a lot of ways just like the commercial industry raises their cattle as well. But probably the best part is they're backed by a great program with great service.
In 2007, we took 20 bulls to Denver, and boy, everybody said I was crazy. And 3 years later, we had 50 there. And that's really propelled us to where we are today. In 2014, we moved that bull sale back here, and there's probably never been a day I was more scared in my life, wondering if anybody would come to Katheryn, North Dakota. And it was the best sale we'd ever had, and we haven't slowed down since. What I love most about being in the cattle business is the people. It's about developing and establishing those relationships and then standing behind your product. And I feel like the reason we have the repeat business and customers that we do is because we do that, and well, I think we do it well. And today, it's just incredible. I grew up, we had Shorthorns, we only had 35 of them. And now we're calving 350. And the people that come here from all over the world to see our cattle. I am just so grateful. And we try to do our absolute level best to take care of them and provide great service.
The Durhams in the Dakota sale will be here in just a few days, January 25th. Be sure to check out JungelsShorthornFarm.com to see the powerful lineup in the sale this year. Next, we're off to the heart of Kansas, Loving Farms in Pawnee Rock. The crew at the Loving Farms has built a reputation for high-performance shorthorns that adapt to a range of environments.
Loving Farms started in 1947, 1948 with a partnership between my father and my grandfather at that time. It's gradually evolved into the third and fourth generation. We've continuously had shorthorns for nearly 75 years then and been commercially oriented with our breeding values. We collect over 20 points of data on almost every animal here every year, and that all goes into our EPDs, gives us some consistency, uniformity, and the important things to the commercial bull buyer is to buy a bull that's going to breed the way they're intended for. That's what we want to be able to sell to our customers is a program that is well documented and has the accuracy and predictability to do the things that the numbers say they will.
I think our customers come to Loving Farms looking for good all-around beef genetics. They want the maternal end without sacrificing the carcass quality that many commercial producers have built over the last 15 to 20 years. And I think the Shorthorns bring in an element of feed efficiency that maybe has been lost in pursuing some of those carcass traits and some of those growth traits. The industry average, runs in the 6.5 to 7 pounds of dry matter intake per pound of gain. Now we're seeing animals that are getting down into the mid to low 3s and in some cases the high 2s for feed conversion. And that's huge when you start talking about taking 20, 30, 40% of feed costs out. Feed efficiency is the one trait that's probably more valuable in terms of returning dollars or saving dollars to not only our operation but our customers' operation.
If we can make our cows more efficient, their calves will be more efficient, they'll be more efficient on pasture, and it's going to be good for us, good for our customers. Our focus really has been on producing low birth weight to moderate birth weight bulls that have ability to marble. Shorthorns are inherently good at marbling. We're focusing on making them better. We've improved on that over the 25 years. We've been actually processing them, feeding them out. AI sires and herd sires at this point are all in the top 10% for marbling, and our bulls. We found 95% of our bulls here in our bull sales were in the top 25% of the breed for marbling. Our customers are looking for that. We can supply that. The Shorthorns are naturally known for carcass grading ability. We're getting 95 to 100% choices and then 30, 40% primes.
They work so closely with people and make sure that they're successful. And so that makes it 100% easier for me, and it makes their business a success because they're so hands-on. If there's a problem, they're the first people that want to know about it. They want to get it corrected. They really care about their product.
It's interesting to me that when a customer comes and buys a black or a solid red Shorthorn Plus, a lot of times their next purchase is a purebred Shorthorn. They see the value in the heterosis. Over those years, we've enhanced that generation after generation. Knowing that the Shorthorn breed has been as adaptable as it's been gives me confidence.
We feel like our cattle have so much value. If we can keep our cattle headed in the direction of the industry, we'll be successful.
Join Loving Farms for their 15th annual bull and female sale, March 1st. It's a great opportunity to bring home impressive Shorthorn genetics. Learn more at lovingfarms.com. More American Rancher right after the break. Welcome back. Shorthorns do it all. It's why they're America's first beef breed. one that people have depended on for more than 150 years. Take the Walkeroo Farms in Indiana, for example. For more than 120 years, the Jordan family has relied on Shorthorns' advantages and have shared them with operations around the world. Here's a preview of the standout bulls in the Gathering, the 2025 sale, coming in March.
My family has been running Shorthorn cattle here in this area of Jasper County since 1902. Run about 200 mama cows and have a bull sale in the spring and March and offer bred females in the fall private treat. This year, on March 15th, 2025, we'll have 60 purebred Shorthorn bulls on offer, as well as 40 commercial fancy replacement heifers that'll be ready to breed and bring back into your program. Bulls will all be semen test, have genomically enhanced EPDs. They have gone through the performance testing program here at Walkeroo, fed our own feed resources off the farm. They're big-ribbed and easy to manage, and those cows will know what to do as far as raising a calf. These Walkeroo bulls will be able to solve a lot of problems simultaneously. They're easy to manage and easy to own. They'll address things like temperament, feet, cow longevity. Most of our customers keep an extremely high, disproportionate number of replacements back because those females have become so valuable. Those Shorthorn cross females derived from their Walkeroo bulls. You'll be able to find videos, pedigrees, and complete performance information at walkeroo.net. That's WAUKARU.net on the sales tab. Complete information on the bulls selling on March 15th. You can also text the word Walkeroo, WAUKARU, text it to 55444, and we can get a catalog headed your direction.
Those bulls are on the market March 15th. Find out more and request a catalog at walkeroo.net. Soundness is important, but that's only half the equation. Reliability and customer care set great operations apart. Our next stop is Paint Valley Farms in Millersburg, Ohio. With a mission to deliver bulls that maximize maternal heterosis and carcass merit, the Paint Valley team is focused on you, the customer, and finding the right bull for your program.
Paint Valley Farms is a purebred Shorthorn operation located in Millersburg, Ohio. We run about 200 mama cows with a focus on maternally oriented Shorthorn beef bulls. We try to focus on the convenience traits. I'm talking about cavities and very specifically birth weight, and having those cows be able to get those calves up nursing right away without any assistance. We really don't babysit these cows. We require these cows to thrive on forage. That's what they're built to do. Do we feed those in the wintertime when they're home? Sure we do. But when they head back out in the spring, they get no supplementation until they come back home the following year. Our focus is on raising Shorthorn beef bulls, more of the maternal kind of bulls, just big barreled, deep bodied, easy fleshing kind of bulls. What we're striving for is to raise bulls that go out and sire calves that make mama cows, right? For the common commercial producer.
Lee's a fantastic source. He's very knowledgeable and he's very willing to help. We are not a standard operation. We're not trying to do something standard. Not just any cow would work for what we were trying to do. We wanted to get up and going to a reasonable scale to really see if it would work and if this is something we can sustain. We came across a flyer for Lee Miller Paint Valley and Beckler Shorthorn sale, and Byland Farm is also in that sale. Probably spoke on the phone half a dozen times with the three of them, bought 5 bred heifers. They answered the call, tried to help as much as possible, and then stood behind their animal. And just dealing with those 3 people, we felt comfortable making that kind of commitment. It's really opened my eyes that there are parts of this industry where people are genuinely there to help.
So as a seed stock producer, I realized that you're only as good as a commercial producer that utilizes your genetics. And as an operation, that's played a major role in the way we build our cow herd here at Paint Valley Farms. I think if you came to Paint Valley, you're gonna find bulls that are more Cavanese, more moderate, easy fleshing. If you're looking for more yield, more performance, you're gonna find a few of those bulls. Like there's some genetic diversity here. Shorthorn sire calves do way more at weaning. They're also giving us a little better return on carcass weights. Those Shorthorn sire calves return an extra $60 a head on the rail. If you bring Shorthorn in on top of a traditionally black cow herd, you're immediately gonna have an improved gain. The heaviest calves weaned each year are off those F1 Shorthorn sire mama cows. Those F1 females have the opportunity to make more money for that commercial producer than any other female they have on the farm. You get about 25% more maternal performance out of those half-blood females than you do a straight-bred female. We hold a bull sale and a female sale annually. So it's really important to me is if you come here and buy a Shorthorn bull, that you end up having replacement females that you want to keep for 10, 12, 14 years. Those females need to be productive. You can bet on those females lasting a lot longer. So our goal is to sire cattle that perform not only in the pastures, but also in the feed yard, and leave behind a set of daughters with all the maternal advantages our breed is known for.
Paint Valley Farms, Byland Farms, and Beckler Shorthorns are proud to host the Bull Sale, April 5th. Visit paintvalleyfarms.com to see what's on the block this year. Up next,
they can calve easily and unassisted in that environment and really flourish.
It's westwards ho to Colorado's rugged peaks when the American Rancher continues. Great to have you back. In the high altitudes of Fowler, Colorado, Big View Ranch has become known for their rugged, adaptable Shorthorn cattle. The Leone family carefully selects genetics for resilience and performance to thrive in diverse environments.
My name is Rick Leone. I ranch in southeastern Colorado. We've raised Shorthorns for 45 years. We have a family-owned operation. It's called Peak View Ranch. It's at about 4,200 feet of elevation. Our average rainfall is about 9 inches, but we can vary from 2 inches in a 12-month precipitation period to as high as 20, so it's really variable.
Shorthorns are very adaptable. They seem to do really well in the Midwest, but they do great where we are. They tolerate the heat, they tolerate the cold. They just are so easy to handle and be around.
Shorthorn cattle have really proven to be hardy. The cattle that we have a fleshing ability. They can calve easily and unassisted in that environment and really flourish. And for us, the ultimate goal is to produce that 1,450-pound feedlot steer that's going to finish as a prime or choice carcass, trying to avoid any yield grade 3s, and so having both the quality grade and the yield grade quality that we need. And so those females that can produce that calf annually that will hit that mark when he's 14 to 15 months old is really what we're striving for. And those cows can do it in that environment, so they're weaning off a 550 to 600-pound calf. There was such an advantage in terms of disposition. I had 80-year-old parents involved and I had 10-year-old kids involved, and so the disposition was a big point for us, but we found that we most valued that carcass from that purebred female, which was a surprise for me. I'm a great advocate of heterosis. By staying purebred, what we have done with carcass quality and premiums on the grid has been really profitable for us. I'm amazed at the carcass quality a Shorthorn steer can bring in. He's going to have an advantage in cutability, and it's really well documented from Mark, the sire test in Illinois, the Tri-County feedlot, showing that improvement in cutability. They have such an innate ability to grade, and they as one of the British breeds that really stands out for producing cattle that can give you that quality grade. It's pretty exciting if you can get a yield grade 1 prime plus carcass, right? And there are Shorthorn genetics that can do that.
What I love most about raising Shorthorn cattle is the opportunity it gives our family to be involved with feeding the world in a healthy, nutritious way, in a way that allows us to raise our kids in an ag lifestyle.
The Shorthorn organization has really been positive for myself and my family, for us to grow in terms of knowledge, all the great friendships I've made in the breed, other breeders that we're all striving for the same thing, and how important that support is and how much you can gain from one another. We love showing cattle. We have a blast. You know, who doesn't? Your whole family gets to go and you get to be involved, but it can be even more. And so to be able to tandem carcass traits and beef production with the enjoyment and involvement we have in showing cattle, to us makes us feel like we're doing something more worthy, I guess, in a way, or more important to the bigger picture of the world, by realizing that we're about food production first. And everything else is something that supports that and encourages family involvement or learning. But ultimately, the most important job we have as ranchers is to take care of the land that we're on and to produce food for the world. And that really is a very important task, and we see our role as being part of that.
Mark your calendar for Peakview sale April 8th and visit peakviewranch.com for more information about the online sale. Whatever you're looking for, there's a Shorthorn program for you. Well, we've looked at some fantastic programs today, and there's even more to explore at shorthorn.org. Find out why more and more cattle producers are choosing Shorthorn. That's it for today. To learn more about us, visit our website, theamericanrancher.com, and connect with us on Facebook and YouTube. I'm Justin McKee. For the entire American Rancher team, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.